Hi, welcome to episode of Beers and Buds podcast with your host with the most. I haven't said that in a long time. And to me, to the right of me, is the guy. His hair's back. We're happy to see it.
Where
Why
did
did
it
you
go?
cut? Don't cut it again.
Oh yeah, you cut
I'm
it.
actually gonna get trimmed.
Huh?
I'm
The best hair on YouTube currently. Just Mahesh.
Thanks.
Call myself.
Nice.
And I don't have a little cornrow.
I don't have anything for me.
It's a Frank Ocean lookalike.
Yeah,
Idris Elba.
I realized
Self-proclaimed,
today.
self-proclaimed.
I think I have to let that Idris Elba one go. Unfortunately.
But you're
But you're going to keep the Frank Ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep the Frank Ocean.
Because someone else did say
Yeah, it's because someone else gave me Frank Ocean.
in the dark room.
Yeah, in the dark room, but it counts.
The
It's black.
alleged Frank Ocean lookalike Toby, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all?
I'm great, man. That's good.
Good?
Yeah, I missed last week's episode. I was. What happened to me? Was I sick?
We're ill.
Yeah.
You were ill.
Yeah, I said last week.
You said last week twice now, and I
And
let it slide.
it was like-
What was it? When did I say? Oh, did I say?
no,
last week?
man. It was like 2 weeks ago. We last dropped something 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We might start. I'm gonna start telling you about to bring different t-shirts.
Yeah.
Switch them out.
Oh, and people were really good. Like, wow, they've got.
Every week. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna rattle through some stories with you guys.
Mm.
I want you guys to give me your thoughts and opinions on. We're gonna make this
Sounds
real
good.
quick, real relaxed,
Real
nothing
snappy.
too stressful.
Lovely.
What's first on the docket? Well, pause.
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 Let
me start with...
I want to start with this.
Yeah.
Headshot, dead. Leon Edwards is still the reigning welterweight champion of the world.
He's not Nigerian.
He's
He
Nigerian.
is-
It's called the Nigerian Nightmare.
Nah,
Kamaru
he's
Usman.
called Marty. He's called Marty. He's from the States. Okay, don't let them tell you otherwise.
But he was in Black Panther, Tope.
Yeah, everyone's in Black Panther.
No,
man.
not everyone.
Martin Freeman's in Black Panther. He's not too black.
Too black. What? You know what pissed me off when I watched that movie though?
What, the second one?
Every
the
time I
first
see
one?
Martin Freeman in Black Panther, I forget he has an American accent.
Yeah.
As I speak, I'll be like, whoa. It's good, but it freaks me out
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm so used to him not having an American accent. It's
He's
really
pretty
weird.
good with it too, actually.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
How was it? It was a 5-round fight, wasn't it? It went to
5-round fight.
decisions?
On the decision,
No knockouts, no knockdowns.
No, not really. There was no knockdowns really. No, I don't think there was.
Because I wanted to watch the highlights. I just didn't
It was a
get
good
around to
fight.
it.
Like you should give it a watch if you
Yeah.
have time. Like the fight before that,
Yeah.
Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev.
Oh, did Gaethje
That's-
win that?
Yeah. That's the fight you need to fucking watch.
I
if
think
you
I
want.
saw like a little couple videos of that, or just when they're in their
It
corner or
was
something.
fucking mayhem.
Who won it? Gaethje.
Gaethje won.
Yeah.
I didn't back him as well.
He looked pretty unscathed. wasn't he?
Yeah, Fiziev was.
Yeah, I saw
fucked
him
at
with
the end.
fucking purple patches.
I
on
thought he
his
was going to
face or
win as
whatever.
well. Like, he did really well in the first round,
Mm.
Fiziev, but you can't. Gaethje just loves that brother. Loves violence, man. That's all he knows is violence. 11 fights, 11 bonuses. That brother just knows violence.
As a fan, would you like? I mean, I think I saw something saying Usman wanted another fight.
No,
But
you
you
can't
wouldn't wanna
lose
see it?
twice in a row.
Yeah.
You have to that's. I get it if it's like I understand. They've had 3 fights now.
Yeah.
Leon's won 2.
Yeah.
Like I get giving him the immediate rematch.
on the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
1,000 because he's long reigning champion.
Yeah.
and then one apiece. Do the third one.
Yeah.
If it was a draw, which it could have almost been,
Yeah.
because of the fence grab, because Leon lost the point in the third round
Okay.
for grabbing the fence. He should definitely have lost that point. That brother grabbed on for dear life. He had his whole fingers like that as he was trying to take him down. I was like, yeah, take that point, bro.
I heard it was a lot of striking. Is Usman a grappler? Is he a wrestler?
Yeah, he's a big wrestler. Leon
Yeah.
stuffed a lot of takedowns. He looked really good doing it too.
Okay.
He went for a takedown at one point, and that's what basically almost cost him the third round.
Who? Usman.
Leon, he went for a takedown because he took him down in the first fight.
Okay.
He took him down and he got his back in the first fight in the first round.
Oh, nice.
Like he was like trying to sink in a choke in the first round. So I guess he just he got big headed.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy to see him still be champion as a British person. It's lovely to see
The boy from Burns.
the boy from Birms.
Shout out all my Birmingham friends.
Shout out all my we actually have
Birmingham friends.
We have the same Birmingham friends. Everyone here has the same Birmingham friends.
The trio.
No, I was just really fuck it. You should see me watching the fight. I was yelling. At one point I was shadowboxing apparently. I was there in my living room like, get him Leon, yeah! We look great. Like honestly, I didn't expect that. Like I backed him because he was British and I wanted him to win. Didn't think I was like it's gonna be very difficult, but it looked good. So we'll see what's next for him. Hopefully not Hamzat. Keep that brother away from him.
Who was it that
Colby Covington?
You read my mind, bro.
Yeah. I assumed it because he was chatting to him outside the cage after.
Okay. Because didn't he come in for a surprise weighing?
No one knew.
Was he supposed to be a replacement for if one of them dropped out?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, okay. And he's gonna fight in the next.
I hope not. I don't think he deserves it. Like the last time he fought.
Where's he been? What's he been doing?
So he lost. So he fought Usman.
Yeah.
He took a year off and didn't fight anyone.
Yeah.
Got a rematch with Usman. Lost again.
Okay.
Fought Masvidal in like May last year.
Yeah.
Beat Masvidal.
Who hasn't beaten Masvidal?
And then it's been quiet. So he doesn't deserve it. There's been people in the division, like, even though he's the most boring man alive, you've got like Bilal Muhammad, most boring fighter and man alive, but like, he's active. He's beating guys. He's beating Wonderboy. He's beating Luke. He's beating Sean Brady. Like he's going out and beating top contenders. Like you can't reward a man just for sitting there because he says because he backs Trump and he says stupid shit. Like that's all he does is just chat was. Like I get like he has to sell pay-per-views, but I don't want to fight Colby. But I just wanted to start with that because it's nice to see it. I wish I was in attendance, but Dana, you ain't getting my fucking money.
Where was that?
Oh, too.
Okay. I have a question as well. You as a UFC fan, how did you feel about Jon Jones coming? He went up to heavyweight,
and he looked incredible.
Really, I don't I don't know how these things work.
Cyril Gane. We watched him when we were at mine. Do you remember? We all sat there at my bar. We had barbecue. And it was the guy in the main fight.
When was this?
Oh, in the summer. You were there too.
Oh, when he fought the
Tattoo
yeah. Was that his last fight, Cyril Gane?
Yeah, I think it was. Okay. Yeah.
So how comes Jones was able to come up a division and go straight to a title fight?
It's Jon Jones.
Oh, this guy.
What title?
The French dude.
Yeah. Jack French.
Yeah.
But because he's Jon Jones.
Okay.
That is fair. Like Jon Jones he has a defeat and loss on his record, but it's bollocks. It was like a bullshit.
Who was it against?
That was a bullshit decision. Like
I've seen. Yeah, I keep seeing
and
that.
He dicks the guy the whole time, and it's just like
yeah.
There's like one tiny thing that you're disqualified.
And doesn't he have like a no contest against
DC because of the steroids?
Yeah.
He's a very problematic guy. He's a very problematic guy, Mahesh.
Yeah.
Hit a woman with pregnant woman with a car.
Yeah.
What? A car? You don't know this?
I knew he hit her. I didn't know it was with a car.
But he was also in a car. She was also in a car.
Oh wait, he hit
a pregnant woman's car. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
No, of course not.
I thought he just drove it.
I was like, what?
Because everything I've heard about Jon Jones has just been. I don't mind that. But everything I've heard about him has just been like...
he got caught with bare times. He got caught with guns. His brother is off the rails.
I've always heard of him as a woman beater.
Apparently, maybe, allegedly.
And a steroid abuser.
Big steroid abuser.
That's all I know. But then I've been seeing that Chael Sonnen guy go around, make the rounds on TikTok and stuff.
Chael Sonnen making the rounds on TikTok now?
He's making the rounds on Instagram and he's like, oh yeah, he was juiced to the gills. I was juiced when I fought him.
No, Chael got caught mad times. My brother was a serial EPO user. Chael was bad.
But
shout out to Uncle Chael. I was just seeing it was just cool though. Like it's Jon. I haven't seen him fight. We haven't seen him fight for 3 years. He came back, took Gane down, and choked him out. He made it look so fucking easy. Like you haven't been gone for 3 years. Like
second round as well.
First round. Yeah.
Jesus. 2 minutes?
2 minutes, 3 minutes. What?
Yeah.
I don't think Cyril Gane landed a punch. Or a kick.
Damn.
Wait, and he went up a division?
Yeah. But he's been off for, but the thing is he's been off for 3 years, like bulking up. Jon Jones was already like 6'4".
Wow.
Like if you saw him at light heavyweight, you saw him now, he's got like a bit of a belly, he's got more muscle now. Like
what's the weight of light heavyweight?
205. So, and then the heavyweight limit's 265.
Is that
Jesus
the minimum
Christ.
you
Yeah,
have
that's
to
the
be?
max.
Oh, that's the max you can do.
What's he, what did he weigh in for this?
I think like 240 something.
And what's the?
But you got to consider he would have cut to go to like heavyweight as well, though. So he would have done a weight cut to get to 205. He wouldn't be walking around at 205.
Okay.
He'd probably be walking around like 220, 225.
That's still scary, bro. I'm fucking 6'1" and I'm like 210 or something like that.
Really?
So, yeah. I'm like 95 kg. I hate pounds, bro.
Yeah, I prefer kg.
Yeah,
I think I'm like
kg
I'm
too.
heavy. I think I'm like 82.
I ate one day. I weighed myself one day. I was 100 kilos.
70.
I was like, bro,
70,
surely not. And then like a couple of days later, after I'd taken a couple of shits.
But a lot of
I
it's
was
like war
95.
retention.
Oh,
Yeah.
War
of course,
retention.
yeah.
The best way to do it-
eating fucking getting a scale.
The easiest way to do it is a week, like end of the week.
I've
That's
heard
I do it in the morning.
when I
Yeah.
was like proper gymming, it was like a lot of people were saying, do one in the morning when you just wake up, one in the afternoon, and then do that over a week and take the average. And that will give you
that's smart.
your rough
That's smart,
weight.
yeah.
And to be fair, that's also like that's
Yeah.
really if you're trying to track your weight.
Yeah, I'm not.
not
The thing is, for
really.
me, like I'm now at a point where if I step on the scales, I'm heavy,
Yeah,
but I am more muscular and I'm carrying it better than when I was 82 before.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Apparently, I lost 3 kilograms. Like I have technically.
Yeah.
If you look at me, you'll be like, nah, you've lost way more than that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know
People
what I
tell
mean?
me I've lost weight. Like so many
but
people.
doesn't muscle
Muscle
weigh
weighs more than fat,
Yeah.
I thought it weighs less.
I'll be honest, it confuses me.
I think it weighs
Confuses me.
less.
Very, very much
Does it weigh
confuses
more?
me.
Oh, which means I have bare muscle then.
I'm gonna Google it. But it's always confused me. I've always had people be like, "Oh, Toby, you look so much slimmer," and I'm like, "Bro, I weighed the same I've weighed for the last 3 years. Thank you,
That's pretty good.
but nothing has changed."
It's because you kept missing those meals, bro.
I didn't.
But now you can eat.
I think it's all the volleyball I've been
Oh, no,
doing.
fair. No, it does sound like.
So,
And,
mate,
yeah.
speaking of weights and foods and all this good stuff, Sainsbury's are selling Nigerian ready meals. Have you seen this?
I haven't seen this. When you said it was
Yeah,
the first time I heard about it. Actually,
They have a brand partnership, right? Who's it with?
Is it a brand partnership?
If I remember correctly, I remember seeing
didn't
someone.
look
I
like
might be
it.
wrong. I might be completely wrong. But I feel like I saw like a chef or something he's Nigerian and he like started selling it to Sainsbury's.
oh my for real! Oh my god! What? This is crazy. Yo. I might have to go try that, you know.
Are you serious?
I'll go buy one and try it and review it for the next podcast.
Nice.
I definitely will.
I feel, no,
that's
do a
like-
vlog.
But yeah, the move's been praised, obviously, by some Nigerian Brits, which
Yeah.
probably makes sense after what you just said.
Is
If
it-
someone else is helping make it, who will say, obviously, it'll be easy for them to access their favourite foods instead of having to go, have someone who knows how to cook it, especially, if you don't know how.
It's very
I can imagine it's quite time consuming.
Yeah, it takes whenever my mum cooks it, it's like a whole day affair kind of. Well, it doesn't
really
have to
wanna
take all day
try.
to be fair. But to get the ingredients, a lot of stuff is obviously a lot harder to get over
for
here. And then when it comes to like dining out,
I can imagine.
there's not a lot of places really. To be fair, I had some Nigerian food with Carly and Lester one time. I always appreciate people who want to try something new.
Yeah.
And then it was also
Take me.
where I work. Bro,
I do want to try and I've never really had other than jollof. I've not had anything.
we'll go to
I had
somewhere.
some
We'll go
Ugandan
to
food.
somewhere.
About a few months ago.
Good?
Really good. Yeah.
You know what I've heard
is
is mad.
It's a restaurant in
Sorry,
Seven
go-
Sisters.
sorry,
Oh, what's it called?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I've heard Senegalese food is really
Yeah,
good.
they got. I think jollof rice was. Like,
Yeah, they also.
is like stuck. They're like the
Yeah.
first.
You
West
guys
African
have
to try
countries. Yeah.
I love how we're just naming African cuisines. Have you guys had Ethiopian food?
No, but I've heard
I
good
don't think I've
things.
had that.
Injera. Oh my! So there's I recommend it. There's a.
This brother loves gal, you know.
Allow him.
Yeah, but why is he eating the food so paid?
Yeah, how come you came across Senegalese food?
No, and Ethiopian food.
And Ethiopian
No,
food.
I've not had Senegalese. I've
Sorry,
heard
not Senegalese.
Ethiopian. Genuinely, me and
A
Tony
gal.
and Alan. no,
Okay.
Yeah.
Me and Tony and Alan, we were out in Holloway Road. We'd
Mm.
had a few drinks. We were feeling peckish,
Yeah.
and then we we went to. There's an.
Then Mahesh said, "Rah, she's bare paying. Let's go there.
Let's follow her."
Hey, no, he didn't. Mahesh didn't say that. Mahesh did not say this. Mahesh did not say they were following her. That was a joke.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Don't worry.
But no. So opposite
I would have laughed, but that was crazy.
Opposite Holloway Road Station, there's a Ethiopian place called Mesi, MESI.
Yeah.
So they do like a platter. I'm not gonna lie, cost of living it's probably gone up a little bit, but when I last went, it was 14 quid. So you can get it for like one person or two people, but it's roughly 14 quid, and you can get a meat option or a vegetarian option, and you get a massive plate of injera. Genuinely, like this.
What do you know what injera is?
Injera is it's like a flat
How do you spell
bread.
it as well?
INJERA. Have either of you had dosa, haven't you?
INJERA.
It's somewhat similar to dosa, but it's softer. It's softer.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a sour fermented pancake.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what it is, and they have loads of dishes dotted around the edge. It is beautiful.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's
cool
really
concept.
and it's really tasty. And a lot of it is quite close to like they have like lentil dishes that are very similar to dal.
Like dal, yeah.
It's really good. But yeah.
When you listed those friends that you went with, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like they sound like the type of people to be very diverse in the cuisine. That
Oh
they
yeah,
eat.
for
So
sure.
it made sense that you went there.
Yeah, no, not because of Gal.
Not because of Gil.
Have you been on a...
Even like
Oh,
Gil.
Go on, you can ask.
Can we answer the
Nah, I
bun?
never liked Gil.
Have you been on a date with an
Cut that,
Ethiopian
cut that.
before?
Have I don't think so.
Oh, because I was going to ask, have you mentioned Chinese cuisines to a woman before?
Chinese?
Have I mentioned? Yeah.
I'm trying this cuisine.
Oh,
to a woman
sorry. I thought you
before.
said Chinese.
Not this,
cuisine.
but I've mentioned other cuisines. Like,
So, wait, what other one have you given? Can you give us the example?
what have I mentioned?
Do it in the most PC way possible.
The most
I just wanna
PC
keep
way.
it in.
What have I mentioned? Wait, have I mentioned?
If you ever share, we can cut.
I'm trying to remember. You know, my mind's gone blank. What? I actually think I have mentioned this. Ethiopian. I have. I don't remember who to, but I've definitely
So
mentioned.
you did? Were they impressed?
Yeah.
Ah! Found the reason.
But yeah.
They always love when you mention things that they know, man.
Yeah. But my brain's gone blank because I've tried
Women, that is.
I've tried so many different cuisines, and my brain's just gone blank. Like I'm just.
I don't know what women love anymore.
Me neither, man.
Same.
It's a sad world.
Yeah. But
One day the hoes will love me.
I tried Brazilian food for the first
Brazilian
time.
food.
Is it? Oh, is it
Oh, good.
Well, so it was like
that's Argentinian. Never mind.
yeah, it was.
No, I was thinking about steak and them things there. But that's not Argentinian.
Okay, yeah. I know Brazilians have there's a specific kind of cut of beef. I want to say that they eat down south called picanha.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't. The person I went, we didn't eat any of that. We had like this Brazilian tapa.
Sorry, I just realized. I realized mid-conversation.
We had like some Brazilian tapas. So we had like these chicken balls called coxinhas.
Coxinha! Oh my god!
When we got it, I was like, oh, like we ate it. I was like, oh, is this fish? This tastes really good.
Yeah.
And then we're like, actually, what are we actually eating? So we called the waiter over, and he's like, this is because we thought we were eating some fish thing, and he's like, no, this coxinha, and it was like shredded chicken, so soft.
Yes, with
like
potato and cheese in a pastry.
And it was like, it looked like a fat a fat golden teardrop.
Yes, yes.
It was incredible.
There's an amazing. It's actually just a Brazilian like cash and carry kind of like corner shop type thing. If you come out of Seven Sisters Station,
I knew he was going to say Seven
just
Sisters,
on the left.
Seven Sisters might have low key the best food of all time.
Because Ashman
was
telling me it's very South American.
South American, really strong South American.
But that's like down the road, so I went to the Ugandan place. I went with my friends. So I've not mentioned it to anyone before you tried to do what I did to you two.
Nice. But yeah, if you literally come out the station, and it's just a supermarket, but they do have pastries, Brazilian. No, they do actually have like a pot. They do have like pots of like Brazilian food. But when I was there, I remember my friend got married, and he's also congratulations, Dwayne. I'll send this to him. He's now married and he has a daughter. He just gave her, and he also did, and he also became a homeowner.
Oh,
yeah.
In this economy,
congratulations on becoming a triple frame, mate. That's impressive.
I will send this to him.
Well done.
But on the way to his wedding, I'd gone to the gym and I was really hungry, and I just went and I thought, oh yeah, this coxinha I can. and I got another pastry as well from there.
Before the wedding?
Yeah. And it's so filling as well.
If you meant to invite me to your wedding, I'm coming starving.
No,
You're leaving starving, bro.
But yeah, bro, it's like this big, and because of the potato and cheese, it's somewhat heavy, but it's so tasty.
Is it similar to arancini?
No, because arancini is like macaroni, innit?
No?
Is it not?
Nah, bro.
I thought arancini is like fried macaroni balls or something.
Nah. Arancini you can get like mushrooms or
cheese.
meat.
Or is it like a rice?
Yeah.
Nah.
Is it?
You
like
can
a-
get rice
yes.
in it, but
Risotto,
like it's like mushroom meat or risotto. And
I
like
guess
bare cheese in
the
middle.
one I've had is kind of like a arancini thing, but it was like a macaroni cheese kind of thing.
Yeah. No, you can get that. It's. Wait, who asked if it's similar to arancini?
Me.
Oh
So
no,
like when I went to Sicily, like I had bare
arancini.
Yeah, and like
shape.
Yeah.
I guess kind of the structure.
I would say
Yeah.
in all fairness, I would say arancini is a bit less tightly packed. Cucina is like
Oh,
literally
really?
you
The
tear the pastry
potato's
and the
mad.
potato and chicken and cheese is
There's no potato in arancini.
Yeah, but with arancini in like the
so fucking
good, man. But there's a bit more space, I would say, in the like around the filling.
I also had this weird. It wasn't weird. It was really nice. It was like this. It looked like a flipping pillow. It was like a fish pastry dish. You bite into
interesting.
it. Fish cheese pastry dish. You bite into it.
Fish and cheese.
Nothing
I've always
in it. But
Huh?
it tasted nice.
Wait, what?
I genuinely and it.
Where
came,
was the fish?
I think it was in the pastry.
Oh,
It was like in the pastry and the
Wait,
was-
oh my, that's incredible.
So I think
impressive.
I think it was like pastry lined with fish and cheese on the inside, and then it was fried and it puffed up when it got fried. So you bite into it, or you can rip it in two, and it's literally just like this empty space inside. And they gave like this kind of the only way I could describe it, which is probably not correct at all, some kind of like pico de gallo kind of filling, chili, tomato kind of thing. You would spoon into it, and it was amazing. It was really good.
you know what? It's
I
funny.
might go there for might go there for
you
my
cultured
birthday
people.
or something.
A friend. Well, actually no. Now I've just dug
My
myself.
colleague
off.
just went to Brazil. She said the steak was good.
Yeah. But someone who I met through.
Sorry,
through
Mash.
no, that's
You
good. No,
can't relate.
He's gonna get. It's on his list.
No, it's not.
What, Brazil?
I'm sure it's on your list.
I'll still have steak.
Fairs. But yeah, no. Some people I know they were in Rio for Carnival.
Oh yeah, that's my colleague was. Yeah.
Insane, man. But yeah, it's food's just great, man. I need to try like the cuisines that I just don't normally go for.
Yeah.
I know. I don't try
No,
much.
you can't call us cultured. Listen, this guy, he knows his spots. Like you'll ask Lloyd and he'll name you some like super low key nice that pasta spot you sent me. I was so gutted because they were closed on that
pasta,
Sunday.
bruv. Pasta's only in it.
No, but it was like one of them. It was one. Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
Don't doubt my sauce.
No, Toby. If you look on the website for it, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Padella.
Yeah.
That's
Where,
big.
where,
That's
where?
big. That's not even a good.
Where?
That's big. Yeah.
Where?
That's big. No, Padella's big. Everyone knows about Padella.
No, but also drinks places as well. Like Lloyd will name you some like super low key bars that have like fancy names, and I'm like, I've never heard of this place. And I look at it, I was like,
Yeah, that's what I'll tell you. You can't keep taking these. Mesh will be like, I want to ask Mesh, what do you got next, Mesh? This brother said to me, Simmons. I almost walked out. I was like, you can't take a woman to Simmons.
I remember.
I was like, I just had to stop gatekeeping. I was like, yeah, take women here, bruv. You don't, none of this Simmons shit. We are grown.
Yeah,
We're
you're
grown
right.
up.
You're right.
We have to make them think we are fancier than we are. And
Yeah,
then
it's
we
true.
reveal our true colours.
It's true.
Then,
You're right.
then they find out we drink in spoons.
Exactly. Then they find out,
Yeah,
Then they find out basically
the wings from Smooth.
Yeah. And her loony. Like, yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
I just want.
Fool them.
I want to keep this super brief because I think it's actually been quite a jolly pod, and I don't want to give too much energy to
Oh,
Pricks and
man.
Power. But it's just like
Hold tight, Gary Lineker.
you hold tight, Gary Lineker
Sorry,
every
can
time.
I just say one thing? I lied. The pastry didn't have fish in it. It was just cheese.
So you just made the fish
I
thing
just
up.
made the.
Why?
No.
How did you make it up?
Because we also had a fish dish as well. We
So
had,
you
like,
just
So you
assumed fish was in
confuse the
both?
cheese pastry
Yeah.
with the fish.
I probably had some fish in my mouth still.
Not happening on TikTok as well. I'm gonna cut the part where he said this is in the pastry, and I'm gonna go to the part where he says, "No, I lied."
I lied. I probably had some fishy.
You already see the edit.
He's thinking 10 steps ahead.
I'm like 4D chess.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
But no, yeah, I want to keep the truth. It's just like with this government, like just when you think they can't sink any lower, it's just So the government passed an anti-migration law, and it's just so frustrating because especially because three of the main people that are spearheading this are all people of color whose parents and families are immigrants.
Who are the three?
It's Rishi Sunak,
Suella
Braverman, and it all started with Priti Patel. And it's being championed.
It's sad.
And the rhetoric they're using, it's just pure fascism. It's absolute. And the thing is, they're using it to detract from the many issues that we face domestically.
Some of the key measures in the bill include increasing maximum sentence of people who enter the UK illegally and making it even easier to deport them.
Wait, so when you say, because I've heard of the bill, but I don't really read the news.
Again, I just kind of summarized it.
Yeah. So when you say, does that mean people will have less rights when they are here?
Yes.
And
even if they're a citizen?
No, of course not.
No.
Okay.
But then, yeah, of course not. 'Cause they're not illegal. Then they are.
We talk about this is because I know the bill's about illegal immigrants.
Yeah, it's only about illegal immigrants.
It's only about. Okay.
And it also means that essentially the illegal immigrants who do come into the country will not face anti-slavery. Will not. What's the word? I'm going to phrase this properly. They won't face protection from anti-slavery laws because
technically they.
So it makes it easier for them to be exploited. It
makes it easier for them to exploit, but also when they get found out, it makes them easier for them to get sent away. Essentially.
Yeah.
And I need to brush up on what the rules were beforehand. Sorry for interrupting.
No, that's okay. And it's just it's so frustrating because I think Rishi Sunak pledged £480 million towards something to do with France and refugee camps.
Oh yeah, I saw. Making it harder for them to get across with ships or something along those lines. Right?
Yeah, and also pledged, I think, a good amount of money for the war in Ukraine. And it's just we're on fire here. We have so many issues. Just deal with it and to move on from this.
And they just got the smallest fucking pay rise possible.
Ridiculous. Everyone is on strike, and for good reason. Everyone, people, you have money to pay for this, but you don't have money to come on. And Gary Lineker, and the thing is, people took it as Gary Lineker saying that this government is Nazi Germany, but the tweet that he said.
No, he was talking about the article, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking about an article written in the. Wasn't he talking about? Wasn't there a side by side?
Yeah, of the language that they were using. Yeah. It's very. There are parallels with
some of the
language that Nazi Germany.
And he highlighted it, and it was very evident in the example that he shared.
I didn't see the tweet, so
he didn't even tweet himself. He retweeted
it.
Yeah.
But not the article, but his actual tweet that he.
No,
said,
he did tweet something.
He said
about Germany.
He said something this is akin to. This isn't too far from
what happened in 1940s Germany. He did say that.
What happened in 1930s Germany.
My bad. I thought
he basically raised concerns about the treatment of refugees and asylum seekers.
Yeah.
And he said how the government needs to do more to help them.
And then he got taken off of Match of the Day, who then aired
and Champions League.
Yeah, and Champions League, and then they aired Match of the Day without any commentators. Massive backlash, and then he was brought back on. But it just kind of just shows that BBC's impartiality.
What soured me.
I guess it's because technically they're state owned.
Yeah, apart from obviously the.
But
whole,
you are right. It is this impartial
immigration thing. Was I've always for years now. Everyone's been saying, "Oh, the BBC has a clear agenda and blah blah blah." I mean, I don't watch much BBC.
No,
but
I don't watch much news.
I used to watch a lot of it
when I was
growing up.
Yeah, same.
It would be
because that's what your parents used to tell you.
Yeah,
your parents would say this is partial news, right?
So it's not literally the only thing my parents watch. So when I wake up in the morning,
first thing I saw every morning.
The morning news. So when I was hearing everyone saying they're not impartial, BBC's this way inclined or whatever,
Everyone
or they're
is,
government cronies. I was just like, oh,
But
I
everyone
don't really
is.
see it.
Yeah.
But
You can't get impartial news.
I get
I mean,
it.
to a certain degree, you can. Like, yeah, if something bad happens, someone writes about
Yeah.
it. But, like, especially when we talk about politics in the UK, like, it's very difficult to get impartial news.
Yeah.
Everyone has a fucking agenda.
And I think that kind of drives into, like, because it helps to feed into the tribalism of it, right? And that helps to, like, generate more outrage and further create those boundaries, right? Like, it sounds so cliche, but genuinely, like...
How do you think the Conservative Party keep winning?
Yeah, like, divide and conquer, like, it's something that was at play when Britain had its colonial rule over various now countries, and it's still in play now. Like,
I saw someone saying how, like, this is the Conservative Party's only play because they don't have any.
Yeah.
They don't have anything that they can. They don't have a good objective that they can rally behind.
Exactly.
So what they're gonna do is just like light fuel under the fire of this claim and
Exactly,
get,
right?
you know,
Exactly
and
right,
that's
yeah.
the only thing they have to get people to be like, oh well,
them
we've
on
got to
top,
vote for them.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Like I
Sorry, go
saw
on.
recently. No, I guess not recently. It's something I'd heard before, but I remembered recently when I watched something is that the UK is like we take in the least amount of refugees.
Germany takes far more than us.
Yeah.
But they are a bigger country, but
Yeah,
I think, like...
Really? Population-wise?
I don't know, land...
I mean,
landmass.
Yeah, landmass for sure.
Landmass, they're huge.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about population.
No.
probably
Landmass.
population-wise as well. To be fair,
Maybe,
I'll
yeah.
Google
I
it.
don't know. I don't know how much.
But you know what? It's funny you mention that because literally Lee Anderson, who I'm sure you guys definitely would have seen his tweets. He's
I wouldn't.
he's a guy who suggested that like you instead of having hot meals to feed your children, you can basically buy like.
Oh yeah.
There's an interview of him, I think in 2019 or 2020, literally saying Brexit, Corbyn, and something else won them the last election, and the next one will probably try and win it by like focusing on something like migration. That's my guess.
But they know what the fucking trigger words are, isn't it? It's all just they're just all they've been doing for years. All the Conservative Party been doing for years is playing on ignorance.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all they've been doing. They did it with Brexit, and the fucking Nigel Farage buses.
Yep.
Did it with. They tried to do it with COVID, they couldn't spin it.
Yeah.
They're going to try to do it with migration. That's the oldest tactic. They were doing that before the fucking
Yeah,
Brexit thing. They were
exactly.
doing that in the 2010s. That's how, you know what I mean?
And I think it's just like, for me, right, my opinion on like migration and things is this, right? Like for a country like the UK, sorry, go on.
I don't know. I think I get like there has to be a certain level of control.
I do.
Like I do understand that. Like don't get me wrong.
No, for sure.
But I don't think this is how we go about it.
No. And also like for a country that has so often meddled and caused many of the issues in.
We caused the Israel-Palestine conflict.
Yeah, exactly.
It was literally caused by the UK.
Yeah, like. Who are we to then turn down these people who are then looking for a safe haven and then risk it and then risk them further? Like a lot of these people are
risking the fucking Rwanda bill they tried to pass.
Yeah,
Apparently
and
that's still like
Yeah,
she's still in works
still in
to
works,
get it done this summer.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, Germany's population 83.2
Oh my
million.
bad. Okay, fair.
Okay,
Not
Which is-
much.
it's not much bigger
When
than
you look
the
at
UK.
landmass though.
Yeah, it's
We're
crazy.
about what 70 million?
Yeah, around 60 to 70.
I think 68, something like that.
Yeah, but anyway, just like anything that you can do to
67.33.
nice
Okay, 67.
to disperse that message and really try and support. Like I actually don't know. Like I worked with a organization called Fairbeats, who are a wonderful organization. They basically work with children and young people who either are or descended from families of immigrants, and it's just a really beautiful way. And they bring these people together towards music, and I think we can take lessons from that and just try and just try and spread that positive message and like be welcoming to people and do what we can to fight this because it's completely unjust.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I didn't even know Suella Braverman was appointed again. I completely forgot.
Bro, it's
what is
mad?
Because she was under Liz Truss,
Yes.
and then Liz Truss resigned,
Yep.
and then she left.
She lost her job because of a scandal.
Yeah, she lost her job because of a scandal.
And then Rishi
Sunak.
Oh yeah, this has been
brought her
huge
in
news.
again.
Yeah.
And then also, what I heard about this thing was that their kind of defense, I guess, for people crossing, was that they're
Safety,
jumping
right?
the queue. No, not for fuck safety, because they don't care about safety.
But they did. I
don't
think I
think
saw them try to say
They
something
always
about
say
that.
like, oh yeah, blah blah. But we know they don't care.
No, but that was what I saw them
yeah.
trying to use that.
But it's another thing I heard is that they're saying that those who are traveling, making the cross illegally or whatever, are and trying to seek asylum, are jumping the queue of those who are still in their country, still in their home country, trying to seek asylum.
I mean,
but
like, if you need to seek asylum, though, you wouldn't?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like obviously it makes, there's a lot of these people are coming from war-torn countries, but the fact that those who are still in their country, it takes just as long for them to get granted asylum as those that travel in get granted asylum. And then those that come in, like, obviously, like you, I understand the, like, we get it. You have to, I think...
There has to be a certain level of control.
You can't just... Not everyone can just cross the border and move mad like that. But, like, I think it's just that... I lost my train of thought. Damn, Marvin.
He was having a really profound...
Man, I was
in my political bag. This is the first...
I was in my
honestly, this is the first intellectual conversation that's ever happened.
You mentioned borders.
You mentioned...
So, I know that, like, obviously you got to keep the, like...
There has to be a certain level of control.
I don't know. I'm still trying to, I guess, form an opinion on the free-flowing movement of
you
borders.
just made me think about that now, actually.
Like, because I've watched a lot of things where people say that borders should be open and everyone should be able to move from country to country. That. And for me personally,
I think safety's a big issue.
That's the thing.
I think we should be tracked when we go from country to country.
Yes. Are we worried about safety because of what we've been told, or what people have been putting in our head about safety? Because obviously, when you hear about it, a lot of the beats that we're hearing when people are moving is that, like, I mean, when when Mexicans were moving up to, or Mexicans crossing the border, Donald Trump was getting everyone riled up, saying these people are rapists and these people are criminals. And then, when people are moving in, they're always like, oh, well, what if they're a part of Al-Qaeda, or what if they're a part of ISIS or whatever? And in my head, I'm like, I mean, I think my stance has always been it's important to keep your borders tight. I don't think everyone should be moving. And then I hear people say,
but they're not meant to be fixed.
I don't think they should be fixed. And then, why is it fixed? Is it a genuine concern that all these people are terrorists? Because, I mean, come on.
Essentially,
there's not that many terrorists in the world. I think
going through a cost of living crisis in the country.
Yeah.
And I think the government finds it easier to block people than support them.
Yeah.
And but that's it. But that is it. Obviously, it's scapegoating and all that kind of shit. Yeah, you can say that. But I think at the end of the day, it does come down to the country not wanting to help people.
Yeah.
No, but that is it at the end of the day. No. That's the only reason.
No.
And they think people are going to be a drain on resources.
They give these migrants that come
I don't agree with it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's what their thought process is.
Pennies. I think I can't remember the exact number.
I mean, they get vouchers.
Yeah,
they don't even get fucking money, bruv.
I think they probably get I think it's somewhere in the realms of and I could be wrong, 15 to 50.
I remember hearing that. A few years ago.
Yeah,
so
something like that.
If it's gone up, I don't know.
For these people to live,
they get money. They get vouchers and shit.
And they're not allowed to work. How can you get what the climate of the country is? How can you? Regardless of your thought process of these people coming in, if they're here to stay and you're not taking them away, you're not going to ship them out. How do you expect them to live on £15 to £50 a week and then not work?
I think it's very simple. Yeah. And when I was younger and I was ignorant, I had this conversation with someone older than me. I think I had a family member, not like a distant family member.
Yeah.
And she said this to me, and it changed my whole opinion. I was like 12 or 13. It's one sentence. They said, Lloyd, if they're leaving their family, They're leaving their homes. They're leaving the people. They're leaving a place where people speak the same language and understand them. Do you really think they'd want to up and leave their life in a hope for a new life if it was good at home?
Bruv,
and that's it. Literally, someone said to me when I was like 12, and I was like, makes perfect. But if it can make sense to a 12-year-old Lloyd, it can make sense to adults.
And some of these people, and it's not to say that any profession is below another, but some of these people were doctors and engineers or marketers or, proper up in their profession in their country.
And they could be
they're coming here to
work
do
at Tesco.
You know what I mean? And why would you give up such a revered position in that country if
it's
the
a job
situation was
they've
dire?
trained and they've and it's highly skilled and highly educated. And again, we're not saying that, but it's just like whereas they're coming here and taking jobs that they don't match up to that same skill set that they had before.
Exactly.
And I think the maddest thing about it is is like the problem with the border, like the Home Office and just the immigration policy, not even just illegal, just in general. I read a horrific story. It's just there's a hostility even on legal migration at the moment. The two stories that really pop out to me is there was one, so a lady, I think she was from France, and she had a French passport, but she was a British resident, but she was when she came back into the UK, she was refused entry, even though she was a citizen, even though she had proof of it, just from the hostility and kind of the angst and just the way that they behaved and it took, eventually she was able, and she's a journalist as well. Eventually she was able to sit, I guess not pass. What's the word I'm looking for? Like she was allowed entry eventually. Like they realized they made a mistake, but it's just like kind of speaks to just institutions, and not just like the Home Office. I would also say the police and other institutions. Even when they have like official documents, the fact that they refuse to believe it based on your ethnic or racial background is absolutely madness. And the second one, which is absolutely horrific, I really hope this kid is okay, but I think he came over to study in Scotland from India to do like a master's, had already paid his fees, had to do it, and I think his fees were like £20,000 for like the academic year. He was refused entry, wasn't really given reason, even though he had proof of enrollment. Visa? Student visa, proof of enrollment, and because like the uni didn't get back to them in time, he was detained, and then I think he was deported, but the problem is he's already paid those fees, and then they're refusing to reimburse him. Yeah, it's absolutely horrific. Yeah, it's horrific.
Speaking of, did you say racism?
Yeah.
Speaking of racism, I don't know if you guys have seen this article.
About the thing about the
Met Police.
The 1,000? Was it 1,500?
The one about them being racist,
misogynistic, and homophobic. So I saw that article.
Apparently, there was like over 1,500 like wrongful like attacks, or not attacks, but things in regards to women as well that the Met Police went out.
Yeah.
Just the things I see that like, and the regularity with which I see the police like in this country abuse their power is absolutely mad. And then you think of like people like Wayne Couzens who killed Sarah Everard, and there was, I forgot their names, but there were two sisters who were killed.
Yes, the black and white sisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
In northwest London. And it's just like, these are the people that are meant to protect us. If they are behaving like this behind closed doors, and not even just behind closed doors, in their general, in their job, and
this isn't behind closed doors.
No. I mean, can
you imagine if we went to work at our establishment and we're just openly sexist, or openly racist? We get sacked, right?
Yeah, for sure. And the thing is, they don't, and it's
like if you saw a colleague of yours being racist, you wouldn't just be like,
no.
You'd be like, what the fuck? I'm gonna tell someone about this. I'm gonna tell HR. I'm gonna do something.
Like that WhatsApp, that came from WhatsApp chat, and that was behind closed doors. But we've seen yet again, like repeatedly, especially with young black boys, like literal children being manhandled by police, and there's often members of the public being like, "He's a kid, like go easy on," and they refuse, and I feel like there are some people in these positions of police officers or public who just like having power, and they want to abuse it, and it's just.
I watch.
I watch
a lot of. There's this YouTube channel. which primarily focuses, I think, if not only focuses on U.S. cops, but it's called Audit the Audit. And he goes over police interactions with civilians.
Okay.
And he'll he'll discuss the law and what part of the law that and reference cases that brought this thing into the law. But what I find really, really interesting is the extent to like how much you can see the power get into these people's heads. So I was watching one today. I watched a couple today, and there was one with this black woman who was parked outside of a Starbucks in the States somewhere, or whatever, and she was with her 2 children. I know they were parked outside. They were just crashing because it was a rental car, and they're just waiting for the Starbucks to open. My guy, police officer, says, "Oh, I'm just coming here to do a check and whatever," and there's been reports of people stealing cars from here, like black males stealing cars from here. It was like, okay, well, I'm fine. Like, I'm just chilling in here, just waiting for the Starbucks to open. And he's like, "Can I see your ID?" And she's like, "Why do you want to see my ID? Like, I've told you I'm chilling." And then just because of her lack of I'm not even going to call it lack of compliance, because she doesn't have to comply. She doesn't fit the description of the people he's looking for.
Black male.
He's like, he drags her out the car. He tries to arrest her daughter. It's 2 of them. Like, and he's just like, how, and similarities with the UK force. How is it that you let the power get to your head so much? I don't have to respect you because you chose to do this job. Like, and that's what a lot of them seem to think it is. They seem to think, "Oh, I'm an officer of the law. I'm wearing this uniform. I'm here to serve and protect," or whatever they think that is. But cool, do that. Don't bully.
You're here to.
Yeah,
No,
if you
isn't
really
that the whole point of the police?
Yeah.
I know that's not the point of the police, but in the perfect world, the police's point would be to serve the people and to ensure people are safe and their possessions are safe.
And the thing is, they're rubbish at that, especially in this country. Like, when we got burgled, within a week, shut it down. They closed the case
They can't be asked.
I can understand that some crimes take priority, and obviously, not to say that burglary isn't a big crime. I can understand that some crimes take priority, and obviously they may have data on which crimes are harder to. I don't mind them prioritizing crimes. If someone's got, someone's been stabbed up the road or something, I can.
My lost phone. It's not that important.
Someone stealing my bike, or someone someone taking my phone from me if they're unarmed is not that big a deal. But like, it's ridiculous because some of these crimes that are big crimes aren't even getting solved.
Exactly.
And I don't know if that's a knock to the institution. Because I don't know how they work.
I don't know the internet. Clearly something's wrong.
Yeah, something's very wrong.
Especially
but
when,
also, I don't have the answers.
No, me neither.
And who?
I'm not
who
saying
does
I
have
do.
the answers? I just know that there needs to be better checks in place to get these people. We'll wrap up quickly.
But you are right.
But
in theory, that is the thing,
I
right?
remember telling you guys about this guy that I went to school with, who was like a white nationalist. He joined the police, and he joined the police. I don't care about his name. He's in jail. It was all over the news. His name is Ben Hannum, and he joined the police. And then he went through the checks. Apparently, one of the checks for the police. I'll send you a link. Maybe you can slap it up on the.
Yeah,
video.
I'll put it on the screen.
So it was supposed to. There's apparently a check or something that you're checking. You're like, oh, are you affiliated with any white nationalist group or any racist organization or something like that?
Obviously, he'd say no.
He said no.
Obviously,
but
if you was,
obviously you would say no. But there are videos of him going out with these people and participating in these events. You knew him from school. I knew him from primary school.
Right.
Primary school, yeah.
It was on the news.
It was on the news. I called up one of my mates after. I was like, bruv, you see this crazy?
Wow.
And it was just like I don't care that he lied about it. You have to do better checks. I think if you want to get into this profession is such an important profession, not because of not important in the sense that you're given so much power, much power, so much responsibility.
Yeah.
I don't care about. I don't care if you do something wrong and you're like, oh, I'm a policeman, I should be. No, because you chose to be here, knowing how important this is. I think any fuck up you do is on you.
Exactly.
You should be done. You're gone.
Yeah.
You don't get. You don't get another chance. You don't get
Absolutely.
to be put in a different role or whatever. But that's just a little bit of my thoughts.
No, I couldn't agree
We
with you
could get
more.
into this.
We could
get into
speak
this
about
another
this you
time.
out.
Yeah.
It's been a very intellectual episode.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think
We got brains, bro.
we
talking about brains.
I don't think we've ever had more of an intellectual conversation on this podcast.
Well, we're going to wrap it up.
We have to
now.
wrap it up. Thank you guys very much for listening. Hope you enjoyed that. Please do all the usual things like follow, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Yeah, anything to add?
Take care of yourselves. As I said, any way we can oppose this to it. And yeah, keep well.
Fuck the
See you guys
Tories.
soon.
Go
Absolutely
eat some
every fucking time.
cochinos.
Oh, yeah!
Get some cochinos.
That's the way to end it, boys.